welcome everyone to another Saturday live stream. Slightly, well, I was starting to get a little late on it. Sorry. This is one of those days where if something could go wrong, it's apparently going wrong. OBS is immediately started acting up. Did not want to connect with my Stream Deck or Stream Elements. Stream Elements would not log me in. Stream Deck wiped out half of my icons for everything. I don't know why. I mean, it was fine the other day when I checked everything and I didn't see any updates. So everything is going wrong right now for today. So if there's a problem, I'm sorry. Things are going wrong. Let me get that set back up. So there we go. Yeah. Let's see, Stream Elements bot is finally running. All right, good. So we're going to do some more Plant Crafter today, as I missed last week. Timmy is his, annual, his physical, you gotta go in, take the dog in, let him do some blood work, do all that, check him out, make sure he's healthy. He did have his history of medical issues before I got him. And yeah, I'm talking about you. And he is perfectly healthy. He's got fat this year. He's put on some chunk. He gained 0.1 pounds since last year. So he's a fat boy. We'll have to cut out some of those treats. Get a little chunky. But yeah, he got his rabies and all that done. And normally we go in and we're like in and out the door like very quickly. And they called that morning, besides the fact that they couldn't get me in as early as we normally would go. Like usually we'd be there when they open, and they were already booked up. By the time they were getting close to us leaving to go there, they called and said we've had several emergency calls come in. And then when we get there at a normal time, it just said you'll be waiting a little bit. They had two more emergencies that had called between the time they talked to me and the time we got there. And they came in right ahead of us. So yeah, they had a very hectic morning, but fortunately they got to us. It wasn't like too bad. But yeah, again, he is nice and healthy. He's doing good. He is technically a senior dog now because he's 7 years old, so he's a senior citizen. So yeah, Jason, I remember you said you're gonna have to put your cat down. I'm sorry about that. I can't even bear to think about what I'll do when I have to put Timmy down. We ain't gonna talk about that, are we, Timmy? You're gonna live another 10 years of good health because you stay fit, right? Here, want you this? Chew. Okay, he doesn't want you that right now. So yeah, that's what held me up last time. Again, normally I would be in there early. As soon as they opened, they'd have us back out the door within like 20 minutes or so. But they were just, couldn't get us in as early. Held us, back because they had emergency calls, which of course, you understand. Your dog is suddenly acting like he's choking. You want to get some attention, emergency attention. So yeah, I understand, so it's fine. But that's covered for all the way to next year. So now we can get back to the normal streaming. So there he goes. And make sure it sees the game. Sometimes again, everything that could go wrong today with this setup is going wrong today. Your cat was 19. That's good age, That's a good bit of time with, a pet. I mean, it's maybe not like, if you got a pet tortoise and it's like it's going to outlive you and your great grandchildren. But, that's a good amount of time with a pet, especially, if you get like one of those pets, like a dog, depending on the breed, some of them have just so many medical issues because of the way they were bred that, you're lucky to get 10 years with some of them before their health just completely falls apart, older than your kids. Well, that's your oldest child then. The cat was your oldest child. Timmy's my only child that I am aware of. A little fur baby. I'm sorry, fur senior citizen. You got a turtle named Onyx. That was Onyx just like, oh, that's a nice name. We like the sound of that. Or is there like an actual reason behind it? Like, does this turtle have a certain color scheme that you said, that's Onyx right there? And what kind of turtle? Is like just a little box turtle kind of thing? Like little tiny turtle? Or is it like a big, you know, snapping turtle? Because that makes a difference, you know. If it's one of the ones that you pick them up like this and you got the big, you know, kind of beak going there, and you just, you know, if you put that carrot in too far, you're coming back without a finger. That's a different type of, that's a whole different league of turtle there. Timmy's already done. He's just out. Yuso! Hey! Thanks for joining in. It's a little difference in chat delay. She has a box turtle with orange spots. So not onyx spots, just it's orange spots. But you didn't want to call the turtle orangey. Or just orange. So you're like, yeah, we'll call it Onyx. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Alright, let's dive in. Let's do some Planet Crafter fun. I want to have everybody, like, I want to come up with some interesting ideas, since we are still limited on the decoration options. I want to see what kind of weird stuff we can come up with, like weird ways to use certain things. Today. Yes, it's not like the same as with Subnautica mods where, you know, you can twist and place things up on the wall. They're not supposed to go on the wall, but I want to see what kind of weird stuff we can come up with today. And if you got a mod like new that might be fun to check out, we'll do that too. Yeah, but I want to do some decorating today. I'm doing all right, Yuso. How are you? And afternoon, Felonius. Thanks for joining in. So let's see where we're at. We're right about to cross 2 TTI on this. Shouldn't take that long, honestly. And let me try to think. What was I doing last on this? I got everything on that. Tons of power. We gotta do some more nuclear nuclear reactors so I can finish building up the Okay, there it goes. I stepped back. I was looking. Oh, wow. Okay. I noticed that. Look at the bees. They're like skipping frames on the bees, but my frame rate is still at least 40. But as soon as I step slightly closer, it smooths them out. And then once I get past a certain point, it's like perfectly smooth. My frame rate's still about the same. So it's not the frame rate that's changing. It's like it's downgrading their FPS for the distance. Like now they're frozen. Don't move, bees. Just stay right there. Stay still. Frozen in time. I don't think I've ever really noticed that part, that the bees like just kind of stop moving if you get a certain distance away. Do I have all my butterflies are gone? That's okay. We did have a nice looking butterfly set last time during the stream when we were, I was going through all of this. And yeah, that was fun. I want to do some more plant pots too. Because they do serve a little bit of a purpose, but the main thing is that they are quite decorative. Kind of like the look at that. Let's see. Got the little lounge couch over here. Come sit in here. Yep. Too bad we don't have like a squat down type thing. Oh, wonder if is there anything we could do. Ooh, that's why I need some magnesium. I have to bring some back. Should do like a lamp in the middle of that, just to give like kind of like a glow. I would like to see some other like decorative stuff like that being added to the game. You know, like some tabletop, desktop type stuff. Just feels. I mean, yeah, it's just us. We're not supposed to have other people around, but still, you know, You might want a nice little like table where you can sit down and relax with something other than just the couch, the sofa or the office chair. We need a lounge chair, I think, and we need like, I'm not gonna say the air freshener like in Subnautica Below Zero, because I mean we are kind of like wearing a helmet the whole time. I don't think we actually are taking our helmet off when we go inside. I think it's just it starts pulling in oxygen from outside. But it's we could have some decorative stuff for the table tops. So storm. But yeah, we did get that is it just the big one? It's the big one. It's coming in sideways because I am above the spawn height for the meteors. I feel like that's gonna change before full release. Oh, I was wondering if it was gonna just miss and just keep going all the way off into the distance. There we go. There. Pulsar quartz. I wonder if it would be possible if it was like, if it came at the correct angle where it just skirted past, could I time it right to jump on it? And if I did jump on it, would it hurt me landing on it, just like touching it? Or would I be able to ride it and then basically ride a meteor off into the sunset? Baby Reaper Pepper. Yep. You've got your you've got your it's your bragging rights there. I really wonder if there would be a way to ride on the back of a meteor that spawns in like that and just goes across there. You just ride it off into the distance. Maybe make sure you save before you try it. So, you know, if it works, you can always restore from save. Instead of just disappearing into the great beyond. Oh, it's 1 a.m. for you? Well, all right. Yeah. Don't like lose sleep. If you need to get up earlier or anything. I mean, I stayed up later than I should have last night, but that was partly because I fell asleep for about 20 minutes on the couch at one point. No, I don't think I need pulsar quartz here, but I'll just put it here just in case. Might as well. I mean, it's not like I need it over here that badly. Magnesium. I do need magnesium, and this is starting to fill. I need to start moving some of this excess over. That's what I could do. I can move this extra stuff over to this base, so I have the supplies in. I need to figure out how I'm going to do the order of this. Like, how am I going to put everything here? Because this is definitely going to need. I need to do some expand. Well, I had a ladder in here already. Guess I didn't keep it or something. Took it out. All right, so yeah, go. Actually, just in case, because I might throw in another ladder at some point to go up another level. I'll just do like this, then I can build that way. I'll just we'll stagger it. Yeah. All right, so that would give me another level. I'm thinking this one, I might do it where I make like aisles, library bookshelf type aisles, and I need to put. I could squeeze in a couple more in here. I can make this work. So it doesn't line up perfectly in the middle. That is one problem. It doesn't line up perfectly on the middle anywhere. Catching shooting stars in Animal Crossing. I still just, well, I mean, I don't have a Nintendo Switch. The closest I got is my Steam Deck, and I don't even, like, use it at all, really. I need to start using it. I never think about it. It's hooked to the TV, and always, like, when I do that, I'm just gonna put on, you know, like, throw something up through the YouTube app or something like that on the TV instead. Oh. You know what we could do? I got bee larva, so I was doing the butterfly larva, which I want to get a lot of these because I've already made my collection. Oh, except I do kind of like the idea of still having maybe like the biodomes showing them. I want a mod or a native way to do this where I could build the butterfly farms. Give me artificial dirt like a planter, but lets me place down like a butterfly farm on it. Because I would like to be putting the butterfly farms all out together in the open, like up here or at the other base, and have it be like it's a decorative structure. It's not there because I want the boost. It's there because I want to have it just, you know, show off the collection of butterflies, because I got all the ones for boosting down there. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, let me just go ahead and get my my frame rate just suddenly dropped there. Fertilizer. I'm low. How am I doing? Okay, I got that. Make fertilizer. Hi. Yeah, so you use your Switch connected to the TV as well. See, again, I'd sit down, I turn on my TV, I put on like Pluto TV or something like that. Or, you know, something that's like, it's kind of in the background. I'll pay a little bit of attention to it, but for the most part, it's background noise. When I'm like sitting there with my iPad or something while I'm working, I'm not like, let me sit down and actively game or something like that at the TV anymore. I game here. I should probably start doing some more with that one, with the Steam Deck, since I did pay for it. Yeah, see, I want to be able to put like this somewhere, like not be restricted to just on the ground. I'm sure somebody's got a mod either out there or in the works that'll turn off the ground requirement, or can make it. I mean, come on, that's just disabled. Let me have a button. I toggle it and it takes away the ground requirements, and I can place stuff like this down. That's what I want. I want like a way to place these down on this. Oh, we got another storm coming up. Oh wait, that's upstairs. It's about to be, you know what? Let's just take a bunch. Wow, my frame rate just dropped trying to transfer Zeolite. I mean, it went down to like 10. And I mean, I was just clicking away and it wasn't wanting to transfer. It wasn't recognizing. But that works. So something weird with the Zeolite on being able to transfer over. Seems odd that Zeolite specifically would have some kind of weirdness with it transferring. Yeah, there we go. Like that. Okay. And I'll just take this. I guess I'll just throw these in. I want to do, I think, one of the red, though, down below is like a decorative one. So I feel like that should blend decently with the plants. The bright green would not go so well with the trees. It's gonna kind of just blend in too much. And yeah, definitely gotta fix the targeting on these when they're on the recycler. That's a little problematic. And there we go. Okay, so that should go. We'll see if I, like, survive this. Sanchez, you are not that late. Oh! I clipped. I did a, like, one quick little bump on the jetpack because I was like, I saw that rock right there. I was like, I'm about to die. That was a little close there. I feel like I do want to move some of this stuff too, I think. But, you know what? We'll go with it right here. Good spot. Right in there. There we go. Not exactly the color I was expecting. And storm, of course. Kind of waiting to see if I get any kind of special larva. Oh, wait. Yep, I'm inside. And then I'm outside. Okay, that's weird. This is not, it's not counting the oxygen like I'm inside, but the visual is like I'm inside. There, I'm outside, inside. And then the audio changes, and that's when the oxygen takes effect. So that's a weird thing right there. Might as well grab some stuff before it overflows. Instead of destroying it, I'll take it to the other base. We'll see, I'll fill out this storage, and then just kind of, I'll organize it after the fact. Second floor will be more organized. So titanium, yeah, we'll take some aluminum as well. That's, I'm sure both of those are probably like full now. Uranium and iridium. Okay, plenty of time for the iron to fill up. I've got projects for that. Yeah, that'll work. I can just fill up a bunch of stuff. And that'll make this a little bit easier. Let me just check and see. Oh, I finally did burn through some of that. Okay. That's good. Well. Alright, so iridium is full. And okay, it's probably already jammed up, but it might start flowing again. Let's take those. All right, let's see. What was it I had? Yeah, okay. Check butterflies. Goody! Look at that. Getting a bunch of those. Got a bunch of the greenies. What I was gonna do? Oh, the plant pots. I need fertilizer. Bunch of fertilizer too. And you know, This was for decoration, but I'll take the opportunity. Oh, and I still gotta do those on that side too. All right. You know, I'm so torn between the idea of just stacking tons of these, because I got so many of certain types of seeds, versus just, you know, trying to make all the little outdoor farms so I can get better use of the seeds. You learned how to cook in the game, so that means you know how to cook in real life. And you got good at fishing in the game, so now you know how to go and catch a fish in real life, right? Jenny's gonna go catch everybody some salmon, and she's good. She knows how to cook it, so we're all gonna have salmon courtesy of Jenny. That's what it's gonna be, right? Just agree, go with it. You know, you don't argue, Jenny. Just go with it. That you're gonna go out fishing after this, cook us up some salmon. Or walleye, or, you know, something like that. You know, anything, you know, cod, halibut. And, I mean, if you want, you can go catfish. Yeah, catfish will work. Ooh, I need to look, see if somebody's added a... Well, I know there's an auto collect thing. Auto pickup mod, because I used it for the larva, and you can actually set the auto pickup to work with algae. But I'd like to still see some kind of automatic algae harvesting, where you just go up there and it just, you know, takes the algae, you know, and has it in like storage. Because then with that, it would automatically be able to feed into this sort of thing. And I just come up here and be like, hey, my algae's full. Let me make a bunch of fertilizer. No fishing in real life. What is it? Like you don't want to actually hurt a fish, or you just don't like the idea of touching a live fish? Like having to grip it by the head and pull that hook out of its mouth, and then let it flop around while you, you know, it suffocates. Then you gotta go and, you know, prepare it. You gotta scale it. You gotta rip the guts out, you know, unless you plan to cook it whole. And even then, most of the time, they still take the offal out. You know, the heart, liver, all that comes out. So, I mean, so yeah, there's maybe, you know, it'd be an interesting experience. Certainly not for everybody. I mean, I'm not going to go and prepare a fish unless I'm like having to cook it or catch it and cook it because I'm like out in the wilderness. But I'm here. I'm going to go like I'm having tuna tonight. I've got a thick tuna steak. And I'm just like, you know, it's already packaged. All I got to do is it's thawing right now. After it thaws out, I'm going to hit it with some salt, black pepper, and sesame seeds, crust it, throw it on there, and get it to a nice medium rare, and it'll be good to go. But I will not be the one going out there trying to catch the tuna and then having to, you know, cut and, you know, gut and carve up the tuna, do all that stuff. No, I'm not going to be the one doing that. Just go ahead. Say that right there. Not the one that's going to do that. There we go. Sits fertilizer. Go make some plant pots. What are we going to do? We're going to do... Obviously, these are kind of junky seeds, so I want to get, like, those. But they kind of look nice. I kind of like those. And we'll go with these. Yeah, you know, might as well. do that. I want to save like some of the better ones. Definitely saving the lermas. The worm. You don't have to use a worm on the hook, Jenny. Technically, you can use like a fishing lure. You know that it's not a worm. It could be a fake worm. You could use like one that looks like a little fish, like a minnow or something like that. You could use one like if you get into fly fishing. My dad was big in fly fishing. That was his, favorite pastime outside of music. You tie your own flies. It looks like just a little insect, little fly that would land on the water. But you get like rabbit fur, stuff like that. You tie it. You could do something like that. You don't have to put a worm on it. But it's still gonna be a case you're gonna be putting a hook through the mouth of a fish, and you gotta take the hook back out at some point. Somebody make a mod that takes one of these screens but make it a blank screen, and let us do like in like FCS. We could like pick like a video or something, or put something on there, and or put our own picture on it, like a screenshot or something, and we have like a TV type looking thing. Be a good addition to the game, but be easy enough in a mod, I guess. Say, hey, here, upload a picture. I'm trying to think of what could work somewhat like that. I didn't build anything. I didn't even. I'm clicking left to do this, and it's acting like I'm trying to build something. How do I not have aluminum? I'll just do this one. We'll do. And then maybe we get like a TV type thing later. That's what it was. I got too far away. Let's see if I get that. What? Oh, yeah, that lined up pretty well. Look at that. Without that, may actually move that in here, kind of thing. Yeah, maybe, yeah, put it over here, like that. Like, here's the TV, and then the sofa kind of thing. So we got that. Let's get that, yeah, right there. Now, okay, that's not gonna work. Too close to the wall. So if I just do, kind of line it up with like the, try to go with this little piece right there. It's not gonna be centered. Actually, I may just do this. Center it up like this. So we get kind of like a little more of a lounge, like semicircle, half circle type of couch setup for watching the TV. And we'll do like, yeah, the little table here, because you gotta have a spot for some drinks and snacks. So we got the lounge spot here to relax and talk. We got a little spot to watch the news, something like that. And yeah, we need to do some plants. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I might just do an extra plant, like double up on each side with this. So go with that. Yeah, that's a good contrast there. I built too far away from my storage. Alright, so we got like you know, gold, yellowish white, and the red. And we got pinkish white. And I guess we're gonna go with that one for the blue. Yeah, there we go. Got like a nice little blend. It's not the same on each side. And oh, what else can we put in here? Trying to think. Ooh, maybe it'd be fun to do, like, you know, the glass ceilings, like right here. Or, I mean, I might be moving that. I'm not sure yet. It's kind of useful for a moment. But it could be kind of nice maybe put, like, the glass ceiling here. You could look down. I'm worried about that because we can't deconstruct it by itself still. That's the big drawback for this right now. You mess up, you gotta break a lot of stuff down to fix one tiny mistake. What are you trying to think here? How I want to do this? I didn't bring any super alloy, did I? I think I got one over there. I need to grab some super alloy. That. We just start throwing random stuff in, like, the display cases. Well, why not? Why not just put random crap in them? I'm gonna keep those for my. Let's see. Four greens we're gonna cycle out. I guess that could be an interesting thing to do is, like, I got the butterflies, like, in the cases, you know, themselves, were on display upstairs like this. Can I put, yeah, I could just, I guess, put the larva. Oh, that could be fun. Well, if I take the, well, except for that does kind of stick out a bit. I could put the display cases like there and do it like where it's the larva. Let's see. Actually, that's too many. That's 6 spaces right there. That's too many. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna do those over. I'll move that. And now I need some water. I'll start throwing display cases on, like, everything. Just put everything up on display. And that filled up. So I'm sure I've got overloaded super alloy mod. Okay, let's dump some stuff. Yeah, that works well enough. And, oh, hey. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing that. What if we do display cases over here for the larva and just kind of make it like, still can't line this. Oh, that lines up. Oh, that's like perfect. Except for that. Why does it need that much of a gap behind it, huh? Like, seriously, does it really need to have that much of a space? That's perfectly lined up. And the other one will not push up against it. Like, there's an extra spot at the back. Yeah, I don't like that. Can we please make these snap better? How about that? Make them snap. Look at that. It's encroaching like the other ones turned sideways. was like, this one's, it's acting like it was turned sideways. Okay, all right, that. Yeah, this can be fixed. That should be fixed. I don't like that gap in the middle. So, here, like that. You know, didn't use one of those. There we go. That'll give us a nice little thing there. And, you know, let's just... Hey, it works. I mean, I could just make... I guess we could make like a museum. Right? I did a zoo in Subnautica, an aquarium zoo type thing. I could do like a museum, you know, thing where it's like it just shows off the display cases. I could put like... Try to put one of all the interesting items, like here's all the plants, here's the different larvae. That could be fun down here. I could do that right here, like with some of this. I could, you know, like 1 or 2 there, 2 there. Yeah, that could be it. We could do the larva up top. Because that's where I've got the butterflies at. And then we do other stuff, like here's some of the plants. Maybe even the resources. Just like, it's like, you know, sort of like a museum in a way. I still want to see this, the placement fixed on this. Look at that. That side doesn't place the same. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm just gonna go that way. That. Yeah, like, all right. And well, again, give me a way to use up some seeds. That's one of the big things for this. The fancy materials. That. All right, so let's do like, we'll take these. So that gives me those. I'll get some more going. Some like weird lighting type stuff happen. All right, so I don't have that one. That one. Guess it doesn't really matter how I set them up. These are all advanced larvae, so that, yeah. Ooh, I got some ideas, among other ideas I had earlier. Okay, not quite centered. Kind of hard to tell when the light keeps just like, it gets suddenly bright as soon as I turn it. Let's do low key. Let's do like a, yeah, like a black light type thing. Wait, oh yeah, I'll go that like, yeah, do like a black light type of glow to it. It's too bad we can't turn the lights off, you know, like manually in each room. It's like Subnautica. We should have light switches for the different rooms. I wonder if I can make this. Nope. I want a tabletop planter pot too. Give me that. That. We'll go with those. Yeah, okay. So we'll do those here. I'm gonna go grab, well, food, and let's grab more stuff for more larvae. I'm just gonna have to think for a moment. which ones I need. It is mutagen and fertilizer, and then the larva. So let's go with fertilizer. Did I have? I don't have any mutagen. I don't know if I even have the. I have some bacteria samples. All right, let's just knock out some of those. And I'm out of algae. All right, that's enough. I think. Yeah, that's just. Alright, good. Let's get a bunch more larvae being produced. And, I'm a little low on rares. Okay. And also, I'm gonna need some common ones again. Let's do 5 common, 5 rare. I will wait a second. Jenny is back with snacks for everybody in the class. There's 3 common. You know what? I don't have what I need to build. Alright, so that's 5. I need rare. Okay, so all the commons are appearing now. What? Not even uncommon at this point. I don't remember seeing any kind of update run for it. Did they update it and tweak the spawn rates better? There you go, there's a rare. Raymond is going to eat your soul. Hello. Please don't eat anyone's soul while you're here today. Alright, all this space, there should be at least 1 more rare larva spawn. Something's changed, because this used to be like just crazy amounts of spawns. Like, there, we got 1 uncommon, which I really don't need right now. I guess in the end I could put, like, if I need to, I could set up one that's like, here's a bee and silk larva too. Yeah, alright. Drink some water. And we'll just go on to the other base and let's see. August, welcome back. This time you didn't like leave, but you're joining in. So welcome again. Thanks for joining. Oh, I need to use up some of that silicon. Oh, I bet all that stuff I cleared out earlier, I bet all my resources have overflowed again. All right, 2 more rare larva. Not medium rare or medium or well done. We gotta have it rare. We want them bloody. Which is kind of interesting. It is red. The larva are red. They're undercooked, you know. It's for if you want it really, really juicy. You want the larva still. Oh, what is the larva going? Skittering? Skittering type sound, I guess. Yeah, this feels like they've adjusted the spawn rate somehow. I'm not getting crazy amounts of rare larvae suddenly. Finally seeing more uncommon. What somebody mod in a dispenser from Minecraft, please. I'll just put a little block here, throw a little, you know, it doesn't need redstone. We got power covered in the game. Just give me a dispenser, shoots an item out. I'm gonna load it up with larva. Give me a hopper to feed it into it. And I'll load up a few crates, and I'll just sit there and have it shoot larva out into the open air. It'll be a larva cannon, and just we'll go down below to the beach, and we'll just watch it rain larva. It'll probably kill my frame rate, but it'd be funny. Come on, give me something. All right, fine. You know, I'm tossing this stuff in. There, at least that's going. I need 2 more rare larva still. This is not playing us. Let's go below. Let's go down. You're not gonna be able to stay long. Alright, fine. Make a base at the top of the mount. You make a base at the top of the base. What do you mean a base at the top of the base? I got a base up on top of that. Why would I need a base on top of the base? It'd just be part of the same base. It worked so well for a moment. Not doing this, now it's doing this again. There we go. Alright, so we got... Oh, look, first one, Azure. The one that was, like, so problematic to get before. Okay, so that's... gonna cover upstairs. Downstairs, we need flowers. We're gonna do some flowers. Or let the flower... Well, I may not do the found ones until we have a way to create more of those, but at least, like... I found them. I thought I had... Maybe I took them back. But the regular flowers, you know, not seed larva, I'm not gonna waste those. Those, you know, until we can make more of them, I'm not gonna waste them. But these, so we'd have like that one, that one, that one. One of those, sure. So that's 4. Not counting larva, not counting the fancy plants. There's 6. Each of those, I may add more later once I find some more. See how this is doing. That's filling in, okay. So something's at least that's processing. That's processing. Wait, yeah. There you go. I'll take a bunch of that. And I'll take some more of that. There. I'll take some more of that after I click it a few times. Subnautica 2.0 update to make the original more like below zero. I have not heard about that. I know that, you know, they just did the sea dock or sea truck dock, but I haven't heard of a 2.0 update. Anything confirmed on like what specific changes are going to be made with it. I mean, I would assume one of the things that they're going to do, which is what people have been asking for, is to have the large compartment, you know, where we have like the multi-purpose room. Give us the big room. That's what people have been really asking for in Subnautica. So I'm assuming we're going to end up getting that. in the game. Still got some more. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 new ones I didn't have already. So these will be the advanced. These will be the cheapo. So that's the lowest ones there. I could always easily take them out and reorganize them. All right, yeah. Come up here, we got flowers. You know, we got the plants. We got this on the side. I'm thinking actually I want to take this out. Maybe stop that from beeping so much. We'll do that in there. All right, so now we'll do like that. Tone the brightness down a bit. It's not actually like shining through at all. Let's go way bright. Just blown out. It's not really working. We'll do another purple. Let's go with a very deep, rich purple. Okay, I get a little bit on that. I'm not really getting it through the display case. It kind of reflects there, but it's not like it really is highlighting through the display case, but it gives me something there. I'm kind of thinking now, I just conveniently used up those resources. The light. Yeah, that cobalt, magnesium, fertilizer. Cobalt, magnesium. Same thing between the lamp and the pot. The difference is fertilizer. I'll do like this. I'll do like 4 of those kind of in the middle. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm out of fertilizer. Okay. Oh, I hope I didn't use up fertilizer that was part of the larva thing. No, I think it went through. No, everything okay. Didn't even think about that with the auto fill or auto use. Okay, so that's too close. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not the big one. Yeah, it's a irregular storm. Except that they're coming in that angle. Tried. The big one's slow enough. I think I can make it happen. Okay, maybe if I do that. Try to get these two. Okay, I'm still too far. Take that out too. Let's just do it to the kind of the edge. Right there like that. Yeah. Ah. Like that. Put those in. May do a light in the middle of them too. That could be interesting. Yeah, so I'm making a mess everywhere. You know, throwing junk on my platform. I'll do like a light in the middle of those, and we'll do another planter pot. Crap. Well, goes my last fertilizer. I need to go check for algae in a moment. I think that's filling in some. Take those and probably have enough, but you know, go ahead, take it. Magnesium. Subnautica 2 will have the large control room and glass domes. Yeah, okay. Well, again, I haven't heard anything confirmed for sure what it's gonna have. I just know, you know, they were getting the What the Dock update done, so people could finally have a sea truck dock that should have been in the game from the start. And oh, you know, it'll probably help if I did the lamp in there. I'll probably need to. I can make it work. Well, so I can make it work, but then I get stuck. I can't move. That. And we're gonna go with a grow light look to it, but a little bit more muted, so not too overly bright. Yeah. See? Yeah, nice little decorative styling to it. Fill in everything as I make gaps. We'll throw this in. I'll have a. We'll have like a. That's the plants. Let's do this one as like we'll have the fancy resources here. That'll look good. So fancy resources. Let me check the larva. Pretty sure I got all of those. I know I got the red and green upstairs. I want to say I think I got the other one. Yeah, the pink. That's bright red. That's a dark red, but that one you place it down turns out to be purple butterflies. I've got the green. Yeah, see, bright green, all that. So. These will all just go in here. Alright, this is about to really get irritating with those little dings. So I'm clicking so much. It's like, it's weird that I can get it to like, you know, stop sometimes by doing a certain thing, like building something successfully, and there are times it just will not go away. It just, you know, out of nowhere start doing it again. Yeah, it's gonna get really annoying. Very much annoying. Alright, already filling up on iridium again. So apparently that's not jammed. Okay, that's cleared. Okay, good on that. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, has to have some in there. So I could use I could always make some of the tree seeds from those. You know, I've got those 4 I could make some tree seeds from that. I kind of like using those for the meteor field. That's kind of going my vibe for that. It looks like a little bit more of a dark forest type thing, even though it's not like leafy. It's got like the spiky type look to it. Looks a little more dangerous, like a mutated type forest. Got that. I could do I really don't want to use the tree seeds in decoration for the ones that cost more. I'd rather use like that. If I'm gonna do the Volnus, I want to make the actual trees. Oh, I know what it is. I need to go. Whoa. Oh, sorry. Triggered that. I need to get some algae. And it starts again. Like it's something with the mod that gets stuck. Like it thinks I'm still trying to make a certain item. I'm still trying to build whatever the last one was, even though I'm no longer selecting it. And it's just like, oh yeah, you don't have those resources. So of course we get this annoying ding. Almost halfway through the fish. So yeah, we're getting that. That's stuck. Okay, this yeah. Stop it! Osmium is stuck. I can see that. See, now it's not doing it. It's like, it was fine if I, like, go and... If I'm collecting stuff, it does it. But if I'm not collecting, if I'm just, you know... I forgot all about these. If I'm just doing, like, picking up stuff, it's not... It doesn't have a problem. Okay. That should give me something. I need to go clear some resources. Yeah. Alright, I'll do I back out this way, yeah. Okay, so now it's doing it again. It's like I teleported and now it's like, hey, you want to have that annoying sound again, right? Okay, that's kind of looking nice. I like that. That grows in. That's gonna help cover the lamp up a bit. Get fancier resources here. I don't know what else to put. I'm to the point I would go and build lamps, like the colored lamps and the outside lamps, like inside the waterfall. The problem is I'm not going to be able to see very well inside the waterfall, the mist. And it's a question of how much is it going to actually make an effect when I'm like down on the beach. I won't notice it from up here. And if I'm down on the beach, am I actually going to see the lighting or am I going to be too far away for it? I got an idea. Sorry, I was having junk to clear. I might do that. I might just make a few of these. At the least, we need to put some lamps out here, I guess. Find me a good... I still wish you could like save a color swatch, like save that color and just then, you know, it's your favorite, you go and use it on another one so the colors match. I think that should be a thing. You know, you should have an option to be able to say, this is like my preferred color combo. I want to keep using it, and I don't want to have to guess every time that I'm getting the right one. Yeah, I got those 4 plants done. I did that. You know, I need to take one of these, super alloy rod, yeah. That'd be a good choice. That's got a nice look to it. I mean, visually. So I didn't take zeolite. I got some zeolite there just to put in. I got the pulsar quartz, zeolite, osmium, sulfur. Now super alloy. Yeah, that's gonna fill it in the rest of the way. Okay, we'll have that. Oh, is there anything else? Just go use up an osmium. That could be fun. What if I do like, you know, I could do one that's like the rods. Like, oh yeah, here, like instead I could take one super alloy, and then here's like the uranium, iridium, super alloy rods and stuff like that. Yeah, let me swap. So that would be, I need 3 items to fill that in. So I'd be 1, 2. We don't have like another high-end, fancy type material right now. So I guess, you know what? It's not high-end, but I think it's gonna have the better look if I go with that. And then, yeah, I need like a rod, and I'll figure out some others. Maybe we'll get some more resources at some point. No, I haven't seen anything from Xbox, but that doesn't mean he's not lurking. He could be like just hiding in the background, being quiet or sneaky. You know, he might just be trying to be sneaky. Actually, let's take that. Do that and that and that, that and that. Ooh, that zeolite's kind of sticking up out of it. I think this should be more of a, like, you drag and drop it type of thing. Like, you drag this one here. Like, give us a different option for this. Like, you actually click and drag, or you click and then click a spot, and it lets you arrange it however you want, instead of having to do it in a certain order. And there, it's like just like a, it's like a fancy thermos. I don't know why I'm gonna put in that one. I still gotta get some more, a couple more seeds over here. Yeah, that's true. He would kind of like, you know, he'd have to say something. You know, Xbox would make it known that he was present. It's unusual. I mean, if he's here in the chat and he's not saying anything, usually that means he fell asleep. Because, you know, he stays up to like 4 a.m. And then tries to get back up at like 7. I got a bunch of those. That's about to give me a nice little boost to my levels. Let's see. I guess I could do some of the like manufactured items, like the bioplastic nuggets. was it the mutagen? Maybe some of that stuff on display as well. I'm not so worried about fabric, you know. Fabric, yeah, it's fabric. But maybe doing like these where I got like, here's silkworm larva and here's silk, you know, filling up. I was throwing a bee larva at one point. Jenny, 20 months, VIP. Flaunting her superiority. What you're doing, you're just flaunting how much better you are. Except for maybe like Jason or some others. There's still a few people that got you beat. And it'd still be nice to be able to place certain things down. Like, I want a butterfly room that's not a dome. I want one where I could just throw in a bunch of these and have the complete midst of butterflies. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try some lamps. And if this doesn't work, I at least gave it a shot. Alright, so this would be a good starting point. If I can't even place it. Guess I have to do like... It went green for a second. That's usually just when it first places down, it gives that immediate green. Hey, there we go. Okay. To very vibrant red. Okay. Can't tell. In some cases it looks like it turned, yeah, there it is. Turns green, but it's hard to tell. I got larva appearing on top of this. I'm just gonna do like this. We'll do that. All right. Like a purple, brighter purple, yeah. And I'm thinking yellow. Oh, went too much to the side. That's what I said. I can't even see where I'm facing anymore in this. I went too far to the side. I guarantee I'm not going to be able to see that. I'm not even going to be able to find my way back to break them down if they don't show up very well at night. I don't see anything. I was going kind of in that direction as I came across there. That's really where I need to have them, is some like right in there, kind of adding some glow. If you could angle them up, that would be great too. Like maybe we need like floor lights, you know, like theater lighting. Give it like a theater light, you know, like it lights up from below, and let me put it there, and I'll just put like 1 or 4 of the little foundation grids and just load it up with lights, and it'll just be all lit up, possibly through the waterfall effect. Ooh, yeah, and then I could put those all around out here. This definitely won't show up from above, but it'd be kind of fun to be out here walking at night, you know, and just have all these lights going everywhere. I do kind of have these around each one. Trying to think about the mushrooms at the moment. Still kind of want to try to build around one of those at some point. Because, I mean, think about it. Come down here, you got this fancy looking base there. On top of, like, the little mushroom trees. Ooh, look at that. Bam. I wasn't going to be that hopeful, but that worked out. That's the trick. Go stand on the mushroom. The larva don't like that. So just go stand on the mushroom for a few seconds. You'll find the larva. Actually, I'm not gonna put that one away. I want to make use of it. Okay, I need, you know what? We'll throw a blue chip in there because I've got too many of those as well. Oh, maybe at some point we'll get, like, they'll add in an update titanium rods or something like that for some kind of new structural thing, and I'll need, like, to make titanium rods, and I'll have one that can go in with the other. Oh, but I was wondering for a second. I was like looking at it. I was like, I don't see the rods, and I look around. I was like, what? Did I lose them? And then they're there. It's magic. And it's weird the order it sometimes disappears. Like I had the green, the uranium showing by itself. Now I'm getting like the super alloy showing by itself. That's weird. There we go. Blue chip. That, honestly, that should be on like the bottom shelf. That's weird. Certain things that are being compensated for because of my frame rate. Yeah, I'll just throw that in there. That glowing pink. It keeps the glow when it's in the display case, so that's good. See if I can do this. Did not line up right. Almost. Boom. Dinner is served. If you want to eat a little glowing pink larva. I say it's irradiated. That's what the glow is. It's a pink irradiation. I'll put it back in here. Let's see if I can find along my way down any lights. Can't even see. Alright, get out of the water. I can't even tell if there's lights. It doesn't show at all. I feel like maybe here it might work a little bit. The lights are not exactly that effective to begin with. But yeah, that's... I can't see it. Try something. That's fine. I need one more iron. There we go. Yeah, this is why I did not want to build through the waterfall. Pseudo. Well, you don't build inside the waterfall itself because you'll have that constant visual effect. If they fix that, I'll build inside the waterfall. Some other game save. Alberto, hello. Thanks for joining in. Let's see. That still throws me off at that. Like even the chip, the blue chip is showing, but the rods fade out, so it's not causing like a problem. I think it's like a weird choice. I'm like, oh yeah, let's just hide these. Because they might cause problems, but this is fine over here. One more round. Okay, well, I got plenty here. I'm sure I'm using up. I'm not using enough at the other base now. That actually probably will work pretty well at night. There's not a lot of range to the outdoor lights or even the little area lamps. Again, I really think we need a way to save our color selections. That's 5 of those. If I want to match that up, I'm gonna need 5. I got plenty of bee larvae. I need the fertilizer and the water. Plenty of water. It's the fertilizer tier 2. Gonna be a problem. Okay, that'd be a good one to go. Let's check biology. knew I heard sound like a storm starting up. Okay. Apparently some kind of invisible wall or something on that. Let's go there. There we go. I used up all my fertilizer. Yeah, mutagen stuff. I could do some of those too in there. That would be all right. So that's fertilizer. That's I needed 5, so I've got 10 fertilizer. I need 5 fertilizer tier 2. The bee larva already there. There you go. 5. That. 5 super alloy, 5 water bottles. I think that's actually producing again. And the rest will be bees. There you go. Out. Oh. Need seeds. And I have so much in the way of squash. 2 squash. And 1 of each of the others. Yes. We're gonna make the other side match up. Got to bring your son to work. All right. Teaching him young. Gonna put him to work so you can kick back and relax. As we know, that's what you're doing. You're just gonna show the kid the job, and then you're gonna let him do all the work while you kick your feet up and enjoy the stream. Like, you don't have to hide it from us, you know, Jason. We know that's what you're doing. You're gonna go and just let the kid do all the hard work, and you supervise. Yeah. And when he complains, you just say, "That's why I get paid the big bucks. I make sure you do this right." All right. How far out did I go? I'm about. Yeah, I'm gonna get the other end. I think I'm gonna do a better job this time by book ends, doing like a bookend type thing where it's that, which means that kind of goes there, that goes over a little bit there, so not dead center. I mean, I could go dead center and be fine, but I'm gonna go a little bit this way. Yeah, like that. And I just have to split these. I may end up redoing the other side. There we go. So that should be the squash. I honestly don't care what order I do these in. Like that. We got these nice, lovely, lovely outdoor farms, just for the decorative part. Throw that on there. Oops. And not sure how I somehow triggered like to be completely color free. All right, so we got that. So that's matching on both sides. We got a nice little kind of a garden feel. This is where I want to have the butterfly stuff up here. Okay, let's still make that reach. I'm sure there's some way to make this work better. But I'm sure it's kind of like a, you know, you put two directly side by side, and then you have this one where you skip a gap, or this. It's got to have like a certain flow to it, and then it's going to end up being like perfectly lined up. It should just be a simple, you know, it matches up exactly anyway. All right, whole thing is railed in. It's just not pretty. Let's see, what else was there? There was... Okay, I keep getting these. There's a couple more larva that I'm missing, and I'm there now. That's happening again. It's fine. Now it's doing it again. Okay, so I got plenty of those for some more butterfly farms. Let's see, what was it? I have... These are the cheap ones. So, Fincia, Pinga, or are these, no, these are the fancy ones. Okay, let's start with the cheap ones. So, Azure, Impalio, Leoni, Abstrius. That's the one I was having a lot of trouble getting at one point. And Galaxy. Abstrius and Galaxy. Or Galaxy. Galaxy. However you want to say it. That's the one there. And then we got the album. I'm not worried about the found ones as much as I am. I want to do the produced ones. So we get like Fincia, Chevron. I got those. I got that one. I got that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I got the fanciest ones. That's it. So really... Which one am I missing? That Fincia? Yeah, okay, so I'm missing that one. That's what I need, and I have 2 common ones I need. Hey! Just call it out enough times and you eventually get the one you need. Or one of the ones you need. Alright, what is it? That was 175. So let's just take that out. Put that in. Didn't see it. Oh, that's the wrong group, isn't it? That's an advanced one. There we go. Okay, so there goes that one. Which means... What am I missing on this side? Because I got that one, right? Yep. I got that one. That one. I'm missing that one. I just got that one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And both of those are found. Alright, so we'll... It's 5, 5, and I need another found one. Fiorente would be a cool one to put in on that. Because of its look as well. I still wait and see what I find. Alright, so I still have one more of the plain larval ones I'm gonna need. And that should complete that collection setup. Oh yeah, food and water. Time to eat and drink. And be merry. You know what? Let's save. while I can, while I'm thinking about it. You know what? Just because I want to check something, I noticed my honey is not, does not seem to be massively producing right now. Looks like my honey got filled in, and I need to clear these out so I can get some more honey going for superfoods. Just so make sure I have it, and you know, when I finally do need it. And we'll check on the space booze, which you know, provide me with food, water, and methane. You know, they bottle the methane and the water themselves, package up the space food themselves. They're quite skilled. I mean, that's why they have 2 heads. You know, that's extra brain power. Okay, that's really starting to bother me that it just keeps... I mean, it's not like I kept trying to place those down. I used them up. I placed down the last one. I wasn't holding anything special. Now it's like, hey, you keep trying to place that down. I can't figure out what is consistently causing that to happen, because it never seems to be the same thing. Alright. So that's good. Check out this. I got a bunch more farms to put in. See, this is why I want to have it placeable on one of the foundation grids. Because look at this. Or have a, be able to build those inside one of the large living compartments. Just have butterflies going all over the inside of it. Forget the dome. Or, you know, even if I could place it down in the dome, let me place down more than 2 in the dome. I want to have like just a swarm of butterflies. Already filling in. Okay, that's, yeah. That dinging is getting annoying. I'm gonna exit real quick and let that reset. And that's, I don't know why it gets just randomly bugs like that, where it just acts like every time I click left click to do anything, but not everything it does it. It's just certain things. It's like, oh, you're trying to build this thing again. I am worried about the tree root. Or that. Well, the sulfur is definitely not a concern. I'm burning through. I need to check to see if my sulfur farm is broken, because something is not. It doesn't seem like it's producing very readily at the moment. I'm gonna go this way. I'll go the side way. So we'll go over the top this time. We'll go above the canyon wall. Okay, that's may have been a bad idea. At least this is letting me climb up it. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. It's all clogged up. I swear, I'm just gonna start putting shredders at each of these. just so I can just come in here and be like, shred it all. Just get rid of it. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a good way to go about it. Just put shredders at every single spot. I just dump the excess stuff and save the trips. I'm gonna make a few shredders. It's not like I don't have the resources. You know what? Take a look at tired Poochie. He's sleepy. I mean, it was a rough night, you know, sleeping next to me for warmth. And, you know, just make sure he's cuddled up to me all night so he'd be warm. Rough morning playing with his tennis ball that he has nearly chewed. I mean, he's split it. He's got like a little mini tennis ball. Or he got a pack of them. He's on the last one. And it's about that big. Perfect size for his mouth. And he has chewed on it so much, it actually split along the seam inside under the felt cover. It's actually split where it's like if I didn't have the felt, I could open it up like a mouth and make it make you know, mouth stuff. And so it's split there like that. So he'll chew on it and it'll shift and grab like that. And yeah, he keeps chewing on it, and he's about got it now where if you push on it in the wrong spot, it opens up and you can see the felt starting to rip to basically where it's going to have a mouth on the ball. He's played with that today. He's obsessed with making sure he breaks that thing wide open. He's tired because of that. All that chewing, and we did run in the yard, didn't we? He might actually be asleep. I don't know. I did throw the ball, and he would go run to get it. And like, you know, he's off like a bullet, gets the ball, comes back, and he's getting ready to run past me with it. And I'm like, no, drop it. And then he stops and drops it like 5 feet away from me. And I have to go walk to get it. He does not understand fetch very well. Let's just go ahead and clarify that. Fetch is not his best skill at the moment. I think he knows that too. I think he does it to mess with me. Honestly. I think he's just like, I know how to fetch, you know, I'm not gonna do it. You gotta get exercise too. That's what he's thinking. He's like, he can't be the only one walking around. See if he moves from that. Can't even tell if he's actually awake or not. But yeah, there he is. All right, well, that's Timmy. He actually stuck around today instead of, you know, taking off on his own and not wanting to hang out with everybody. Now, he's still kind of being, you know, he still just doesn't care. Okay, let me think about my count here. So the sulfur, definitely the iridium farm, because that overflows all the time. The osmium and the zeolite. So that's 4 all in one little area. And then the you know, I need one more. One more, because we got the super alloy. Also get a point where I want to do like maybe I'm almost like ready to say, here's my central base, like the sulfur one. I'm gonna put a teleporter there so I can just teleport in and then run to each of the other spots as needed. He's just out. Timmy's just completely like out of it. Such a rough life. Let's do. Oh, come on. I can place outside, right? I can place on the ground. I just cannot place it on the platform. Yeah, I got more than enough iridium, so probably. Yo, it's probably a bad idea to have done that. Like, I should have gone ahead and gone over to sulfur and had just built everything. Yeah, okay, I'm good. I was like, I don't remember iridium being part of it. Let's do it in here. This one, I'll just go inside. I mean, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal to have them on the outside, because it's not like it's going to take that long for me to, you know, process the junk each trip. Hey, look at that. All filled up. I did it again. That's right. Super alloy farm. I still gotta go and do that one. Yeah, all right, I'm good. Top off my O2. That should be fine. There is an outside post over here, but you know, I'm still waiting for them to maybe do one more biome over like in that direction or up behind the highlands, because there is that like flatter area back around there that you can you go up around the side of like the little peak around the sides. There's a flatter area, so I'm waiting for them to do something there, and then one over there, and then obviously there's plenty of room, and they still got to do some more texturing over there by the new Waterfalls biome. So I'm trying to think of what might be one of the next biomes. You know, which one would be a good fit for the next spot. Look at all that super alloy that just, you know, not like I'm hurting for super alloy at the moment. But all that super alloy that just built up here because it ran out of room back at the base. Yeah, there's like 3 spots still I expect some kind of biome expansion later before full release. Just because it seems like they would make sense to have that. And I'm just wondering if in the end, when they're ready to go, like, all right, this is it, the map's done, we're not adding any more biomes, no more caves, anything like that. Full release is inbound. I'm wondering how they're going to handle if it's gonna be like everything's just surrounded by mountains we can't pass, or if it is being just, it's kind of like the dead zone, you know, kind of thing. It's like the void in Subnautica, where you go past that and there's just like nothing there. There's no resources or anything like that. And in this case, you wouldn't have to worry so much about having like some kind of alien creature that comes after you. You just need, you know, it's just endless desert. You have no, you know, there's no resources. What are you gonna do? Just keep building bases, keep walking, and then eventually it just warps you back. I'm sure somebody would want to do that. I wouldn't care to do that. All right. Let me think. Got at least some of the resource spots taken care of. I'm gonna go ahead and clear some more stuff here. That should, yeah, it'll fit. Cobalt. Iron, I am not destroying. I've got use for iron. In fact, I will go make... Oh, titanium's full. Yeah. We'll go make some use of iron right now. And same with aluminum. I can go make... Oh, not the aluminum, but I can, you know... aluminum's still a little bit easier to use. I probably should... Now that's... Go. Yeah, that's about to overflow again. Right. I'm just gonna have to make like a spot that's like just, you know, here's the iridium ones that autofill, and then here's the iridium rod chest that don't autofill. It's just I just keep filling up the chest with more and more and more and more rods, and just free. I may have to do that. I might have to move like some of those empty chests upstairs, have them be iridium rods. I got these. I know I put one of these in at one of them. I can't remember if I did the other one. I'm going to build one to put in the display case. Might could be fun to do like stuff like the backpack and such in a display case somewhere. Oh yeah, let's do a rocket engine. We'll do that at one of the display cases. That'll fill in some more stuff. Like that will go there. The big one. That's the rocket engine, and that's the energy cell. That's seems a little bit big. What if I took... Let's just try that. Let's put it in there. Okay, so I may do that. I may just fill in some stuff like some of my extra utility items. That's filling in nicely. I like that. Other than that, just stands out like a sore thumb now. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it might be a little better. I might do blue chip over here like that. I think that's going. And once again, one I've already got. Is it it's the Galaxy one I need. That just, well, of course I can't get with that. That's a rare larva. Another rare larva. Yeah, I got all the rare ones I need. So let's do the common one. We'll swap it for that. Gotta dump those off. And because I was getting a little low on the rare larva over here. Okay, you know what, let me just... Water. Food. Good. See how it is. I want to do... What was that? Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. I was trying to think. I was like, I know there's something I meant to do. And I know what it is now. Load up on iron. And we're gonna expand some more on the power, or the Tower of Green Power. I at least want to get where I think I might be able to see this, you know, from the Waterfalls base. And then I'll focus more on just filling in with all the reactors. Okay, let's get that. Oh, now for the fun part, getting these to line up. Stop floating! There. Stop it! There. Yep. Just fill in the rest of the way. Okay, that works. 5 more. Okay. And this is gonna be like, yeah, I may honestly not stop once it gets into view of the other base. I may seriously just be like, you know what, let's just keep building. Why not? Why not make it, instead of a Tower of Babel, it's a Tower of Green Apple. You're driving back from a trip, and I guess they like driving back from a trip, and you had a pee break. So we're taking a break to go pee, and it's like, here, I'm gonna jump in for the live chat and say hi. It's good use of your time on a you know, road trip. Oh, do I have enough? That's why I was using all that explosive powder for. Check. Right, wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot more sulfur. That was gunked up for a little too long, and now it's might cause a problem. Okay, that's a good bit. That's 15 more. It's 9 per floor. That's almost 2 floors worth of them. Plenty of super alloy and iridium rods. Yeah, that's not a problem. The explosive powder is gonna be the issue. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna have to build me like just another teleporter up above. It'll just be that one that I just move it to whatever floor is the next one that needs these. It needs the reactors. I don't have to do this walking every time. There we go. Oh, neat. Oh, yeah, I totally make another one of those easily. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that as, like, just never stop until this becomes so slow it's unplayable in that area, and then I'll stop. But until then, I'm just going to keep making as many of those as I can. I'll just build as tall as I can with that tower. Why not? It's not like it's gonna hurt me to have too much power available. It just means I don't have to do quite as much building on the height of the fusion reactor setup. There we go. This would be such a cool spot to add the outdoor lamps for accent lighting, but it just does not carry very far visually. That's the problem. It just doesn't go far enough. All right. That's yeah, that one. That's one more floor finished. It's like this actually doesn't help that much. There we go. Alright. Not that far. It's not really gonna be that far before I should be able to start seeing that. I won't see the structure. I know that. That's unfortunate because of the way it renders everything. Like, I can't see the platform from here, but I can see the base buildings kind of showing in the distance. That's going to be one where it's just going to show all the green balls floating like in the tower without the actual tower. Sulfur. How much sulfur do I have? Nowhere near enough. Might be time to double up on my sulfur production. Especially since I need to use up some osmium. This side. Yep. Here we go. Man, y'all got quiet. Is Timmy? Did everybody saw Timmy sleeping? Still sleeping, and he's just like, oh man, now I'm tired too. Has anybody watched the new Hocus Pocus yet? Hocus Pocus 2? Or whatever it's called. I see that it's like now available to watch. Of course, there's getting tons of I see like tons of ads for it. Actually, I saw some ads for promoting like all the different Halloween movies. One of the streaming services has said, watch these now. You know, it's like I look at it and it's stuff that's like they had Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, and then the Ghostbusters reboot. You know, with the girls, with the women, but they didn't have the new Ghostbusters, the actual like Ghostbusters 3 Afterlife. They didn't have that. Then they had like the old Hocus Pocus, but not the new Hocus Pocus. And that's what made me think about it. It's like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be like ready to watch some like soon. I looked, apparently it's already watchable. I haven't bothered to try to watch it yet. I was wondering if anybody else has watched it. You don't have Disney. Yeah, I don't have Disney Plus. That's the thing. I don't want to pay for Disney Plus to watch like the one thing or two things. You know, it's like if I'm going to pay for something like that, I want to watch a lot of stuff. And there's not enough on like Disney Plus to make me want to watch it. You know, like for me, and I don't have it, but the only one I've been really looking at getting and probably dropping down to only having just this one would be the Discovery Plus, because I like, I mean, they've got like all the cooking shows, stuff like that. You go in there and watch, you know, Guy Fieri and some of the other ones like that. You can watch those shows. You got, I was gonna get it and share it with my mom so she could watch, like, she probably liked the home renovation show, stuff like that. It's all the, you know, everything under Discovery. And, you know, if you like history stuff, they got the history shows. They've got, of course, like the history, like the ancient aliens shows, you know, that are on the History Channel. You got all those. So I was like, you know, that's not a bad deal for those. You know, it gives a wide variety, you know, especially if you're like, hey, you know, I want to improve my cooking skills. Start watching a bunch of the different cooking shows. You want to get better at baking? Watch some of the ones that focus on baking. You're getting ready to do a house remodel, or thinking about it, watch some of the remodeling shows, you know, to get some ideas going, get some of those brain juices working, saying, hey, you know, I like that. I think I want to do that for our remodel, you know. But I just can't find enough on like Discovery Plus. I don't even watch like Netflix anymore. Like I mean, Stranger Things, watched it, that's it. You know, that's like the last thing I bothered watching on it. And pretty much, don't even watch, like, I have Amazon Prime. I don't watch it. I'm very much considering just dropping my Amazon Prime subscription instead of renewing, because I don't use anything other than it for the shipping. And most stuff either comes with the 2-day shipping anyway without Prime now, or you get plenty of stuff that says does not come with the Prime 2-day shipping, and it's just like you're gonna get it when you get it. It's like very rare now I actually see something that says you're getting free 2-day shipping because of your Prime account. And outside of, well, obviously, like anything Amazon produces, most of the time I'll try to watch something on Amazon Prime Video, it says you gotta pay extra for it. It's like, hey, I want to see that. Oh yeah, it's gonna cost an extra $3.99. Yeah, I pay Netflix. I don't have to pay extra to watch certain shows or certain movies. You know, I pay Netflix. That's the Netflix. That's covered. But why? So why am I paying extra for certain movies to basically to rent the movie when I'm already paying for Amazon Prime? You know, the new Lord of the Rings. See, I'm gonna watch that, but I want to wait for it to be completely aired. Like, I don't want to do the. I don't want to like have to then wait a week at a time to watch an episode. So I'm like making sure I'm giving it time for it to be completely done, so then I can go and watch them all back to back. Like Stranger Things. Normally they let all the episodes out at one time, and then they decide in season 4 they were gonna split it up. So I didn't watch it until after everything had aired. I waited because I was like, I just want to be able to watch it. I want to get to a point where I'm held up, you know. And I'm like, what's next? What's next? And, you know, in the end, that happened even with the ending of the season. You're like, oh man, I can't wait for that season. But yeah, I'm waiting for the Lord of the Rings series to be fully out on Amazon Prime. Then I'll give it a look. Okay, I burned through a lot of uranium rods there. Go ahead and move these over. I mean, uranium should be still churning. Honestly, osmium, I'm not worried about it, you know, overflowing and locking up because I got more than enough. Sulfur is going to increase now. That's going to give me some more of those. What else we got? Not more than enough for fabric. Oh, I got those. I need to do some more display stuff. Definitely got to go get me some more. I know there's some of the golden effigies I'm still missing, or I've got them stuck somewhere. I just can't remember where. Still need to find one more like wild larva for my little collection. Oh yeah, I do need. I have a bunch of butterfly farms I could make. I have fertilizer. No fertilizer. Probably need to check my eggplant is like, I just use so much of that. Hey, look at all the squash I have. Which is good. I need that for the fertilizer tier 2. So many beans. I mean, yeah, let's make a bunch of stuff because I got more than enough. My nugget. I've used up some nuggets. Yeah, I'll make some more. Boom. Okay, let's make a bunch of fertilizer out of algae, apparently. I mean, there's 3 algae. Oh, no, out of algae. What am I out of? Eggplant. I already used up all my eggplant. Wow. I did not expect to use up all my eggplant. All right, so I really don't need to worry about squash or mushrooms for a little while. But I'm low on eggplant. Might need to actually, we'll have to go over here and grab some of the eggplant. I mean, it's gonna grow back, you know. It's not like I'm permanently defacing it. This is looking better. I still need some more variation on some decorations. We need a decorations mod for this. Like, honestly, we need something like the decorations mod for Subnautica. We basically need that kind of thing, that sort of extra treatment with this. So we have just a lovely amount of modded decorations we can make. So I think most players are not going to care to have like that many different decorations, you know? It's not going to be like that big a deal for most players. So it really honestly would probably be better for it to be a mod, or maybe it could be something that is part of the game, but it's toggled. Like you could turn them on or off if you want to have all those assets. If you want to turn them off because you're like, I'm not going to use those, you know, that way you go in and have like it would unload some assets from the game, which might help with performance issues, or maybe just help a little bit, lighten things up. But yeah, I'd love to see some more decoration stuff. Like a decorations mod would be really cool to have for this, with a bunch of custom decorations. Just for people that want to have the choice to, you know, do some additional decorating and have a little bit more variety. Okay, you know what? I might do some more. I might do some outdoor farms out over here on some of this area. Maybe out here we could do like a bunch of outdoor farms. they do provide some, you know, terraformation index value, not a lot. That could be kind of fun to put like a whole bunch of farms along one section. Maybe like right here. Just do this big, elaborate farming setup. Also won't wait, so if we get another like building I need to put there. Definitely need to upgrade some of those. Alright, so fertilizer tier 2, I need my butterfly larva. Not that one. I think Netflix is on its way out, like because they keep having to raise rates, and because they I know that I've been seeing stuff about them having trouble with some of their deals, like with some of the, you know, content studios, and of course they're trying to produce so much of their own content, buying up studios. You know, I think every one of the platforms that focuses around mostly movies and TV shows has like a very specific movie or TV show that is like the make break one. Like Disney Plus, tons of people subscribe to Disney Plus to watch The Mandalorian. After the season's over, they unsubscribe. Netflix, Stranger Things. Amazon Prime's probably gonna be Lord of the Rings. You know, you're gonna have all these different ones that people are gonna be like, well, it was a good season, enjoyed it, but I think it's time to you know, take a break, go do something else, watch another show or something like that, and they're gonna unsubscribe. Okay, got that, and that was some zeolite. There we go. Yeah, that's half of what I need for the larva I brought over. Look at that. Lined up pretty nicely. Oh, I was wondering what the... Okay, so I somehow managed to turn that butterfly farm on its side. I noticed it looked weird when I was placing it down. I just didn't know it was doing that weirdly. Paramount, yeah, Paramount has Halo, which, you know, I like Halo, you know, the games, like, or, you know, originally, like Halo 1, I played some Halo 2, but it wasn't enough to make me say, I'm going to buy a console specifically for this. And I've got the Halo collection. They routinely will release another expansion for it, and I'm like, okay, I'll download, play it a little bit. Actually, I've got that. Is one of the things I have on my Steam Deck and works pretty well on the Steam Deck. But you know, that's just not a show that would make me pay for Paramount Plus, you know? Peacock, I don't even know, like, I mean, yeah, the WWE pay-per-views, but I don't know anything else Peacock has. I honestly, I thought Peacock already shut down. I thought they had like already just pulled the plug because you know, it's just like they aren't competing with anybody else. Also, oh, speaking of pulling the plug, did you see that Google Stadia is officially shutting down? The whole, yeah, streaming games just did not work out quite that well. And so Google Stadia is supposed to be officially shutting down, and refunds for people who paid for a long period in advance are supposed to be on their way out. But yeah, Stadia is supposed to be just shutting down. Google calling it quits on that. Which, I mean, if, you know, Facebook can't make something work, I'm not going to say anything, because Facebook still struggles just to get their platform working well. But, you know, Google has done so well with so many things, you know, and they'll shut something down only to later on bring it back. Like, they were shutting down Google Voice and doing that, pushing everybody to use Hangouts. And then what happened was they ended up, I think they dropped Hangouts. They slowly converted it back to like Google Voice, and something, or Google Meet, something like that is what it's become, or something like that got dropped. But yeah, it's like if Google can't make it work, they'll drop it. But usually if they can't make it work, you're not gonna find that many other companies that can do very much better, you know. And I did see, I want to say, I think it was mentioned for GeForce Now, Logitech has a cloud-based streaming console coming out to compete with the Steam Deck, and there's somebody else that has one coming out that I believe had at least the GeForce Now as part of it. But yeah, the thing is, what happens if all those shut down too? Then you got this piece of hardware that relies on that, and now it's useless. You know, it's like at least the Steam Deck, I can, you know, sit there and still load games on it. I can load custom Linux on it. You know, go do stuff like that. Oh, we got Super Alloy coming in. Maybe one day Facebook will shut down. I mean, honestly, with the fact that they split off as more of like it's meta now, and they're doing so much. I mean, I will say this, you know, the new Oculus, like, will not require a Facebook login. You know, that was one of the big things that people complained about. Facebook was like, well, that's just how it's going to be. And then what happens when Facebook was down? Nobody could log in to Facebook at one point, which pointed out just how bad that is. It rendered so many people's Oculus completely useless. It was just a hunk of, you know, plastic and electronics. Because, yeah, no Facebook login means no using Oculus Quest, you know, and people just... There's somebody who, I remember he did like a YouTube where he showed how to do it on the video, but somebody released a way, it would lose a lot of the function, but you could actually, there was a hack he released on how to bypass the Facebook login requirement. And so, like, yeah, I think Facebook, maybe Facebook itself fails, but I think Meta will still keep going, and they're just going to be pushing into other stuff. I'm just still on like the whole idea of like, I understand the whole idea of like, I get augmented reality that can help with certain things. I get the VR, virtual reality, good for entertainment, could help with certain things, could be helpful for learning, you know, for school type of stuff. Like, you go there, you put on a headset, you got this, and it feels like you're there looking at like a dinosaur. You know, you feel like you're there in the you know, late Cretaceous, whatever, Jurassic time period. You see these dinosaurs walk around, and it's a VR experience. Would be good for education, and of course for entertainment, for gaming and stuff. But I don't get the whole idea of like a VR type thing where you basically have that, and then you go and it doesn't look like the other person. It's their avatar that they designed. You know, it'd be like, basically like if I walk up to you and you have like, you know, this character in the game, you got like a spacesuit on, a space helmet, and we're gonna talk, you know, and it sounds kind of like we're talking to each other, but I'm looking at your avatar, I'm not looking at you. You know, what's the difference of, why not just do something like that where you take, you know, a more involved webcam type setup. Here's a specialty camera, it's got 2 cameras, and it creates kind of like a virtual reality version of you. So when somebody wants to talk to you, you won't have that. It's kind of like FaceTime, you know, video chat, but you're actually talking to the person. What's the point of the avatar, you know, to make it do like that? I know there's actually a company that came up with the idea to sell to like places that do remote workers. You know, we locked down everything, people working from home. People were missing that social interaction. So a company came up with the idea that you have a thing, and you basically, it's like, it looks like a game. You control an avatar that walks around a virtual office, and let's say you walk up to, this is a water cooler. You walk up to the water cooler in the game. Somebody else walks up to the water cooler. You can now talk to them. They talk to you. You hear it. And as you walk away from the water cooler, the volume drops till you can't hear them anymore to make it seem like you're at the office. But it's not you. It's not that person's image. It's a little character, and it's just a game. But it's supposed to help, like, make you feel like you're having that person-to-person interaction. Like, why not just say, let's just chat on Discord? Let's just, y'all do this. It's like there's no difference to that. You know, a video conference meeting would be more effective than that. Get everybody to talk to each other, see their faces. Yeah, I like the idea of VR gaming. I mean, we did like a VR demo at work one point, and I did it with, you know, set everything up, had it, you know, all set up, and we loaded up a couple of games, and this was like 4 years ago. It did not have as many games as you could choose from now. And honestly, the stuff that I found to be the most impressive out of what we tried was the education stuff, like where you could sit there, and there was one that was like, it was like a physics type thing where you were learning about physics. You could play around with like smashing atoms and stuff. I was like, that's cool. You know, that I could see that being like, if I was in school now and doing something like that, that's how I got to interact with it. I'd probably be a little bit more engaged in certain topics. More interested in that, because it gives you that hands-on type of experience. Same time, there are some games I just would say, you know, VR might help the experience a bit, but it's still not going to make the game good enough. Like PC building simulator, I tried. I build PCs. I work on computers and servers and, you know, network infrastructure for a living, and I could not get into that game. It just felt so clunky in comparison to, I was like, I'll just go build a computer, and, you know, I mean, maybe if I was wanting to do like something to match up compatibility of parts, sure, but just PC part picker, you know, whatever it is, you know, website, you go there and it'll tell you if stuff doesn't work, if it's not compatible. You don't have to have a little simulated experience of doing stuff like that, you know. That's why I can't get my head around the whole idea of what was it, power wash simulator. I don't want a power wash. I don't like the idea of doing that. That's not something I feel like I want to do as part of like a pastime. Like, oh, that's a nice way to relax, to just kick back for a few. No, I'll play, you know, some Nautica or Planetcraft or something like that to relax. I don't need to do something that makes it feel like I'm working. You know, if I want to do something like that, I want to learn something. I want it to be, it's giving me value in that I'm learning some skill or something. VR cooking, cool idea if it is done realistically enough. But if it's like, hey, egg, yo, egg in pan, and then it's like, bam, magically cooked. No, not gonna help. But, you know, egg in pan. Now it's like, okay, now you got to try to flip it. You got to do this. You got to take the spatula and use it this way. And if you do it this way, it lets you flip the egg. If you do it this way, it lets you fold the egg and start trying to make like an omelet or something, you know? Have it, you know, actually be something where it teaches you some kind of feeling of technique. I can get into that. I can't get into the whole idea of like, oh, it's too much of a game with that. The VR, there's a certain range I think VR is going to work. And outside that, there's too many companies trying to make VR fit because it's the thing. It's the new in thing that everybody wants to make sure they are at the forefront of it because they think it's going to blow up. And ultimately, I don't think it's going to do that. I mean, maybe. All right, Call of Duty Warzone. If you look at the ultra realistic ones where people are playing it like at 4K or 8K resolution, you know, and the quality of the environment, everything, how clean it looks, how detailed it is. If you could translate that well to VR, I get it because you get more of that realism. The part of the VR is to add in the realism. I think everybody wants really a Star Trek style holodeck kind of thing. That's what we ultimately need to work towards. And like that's where it's going to end up going at some point. Some kind of like experience that feels like that, where you're almost, it's that full immersion. But, you know, some stuff, it's just a case of you can see it and it's just literally like somebody threw together something, just like so many other non-VR games too. It's like they threw together something because they think that there's gonna be that they're gonna be able to get in on the trend or something. Like, was it there's like a game called Crab Game and it's just a complete knockoff of that show Squid Games. It's just a complete knockoff, and it's low quality graphics. It's just very cheap, you know, low effort design work. It's like whoever made it did not want to spend a lot of time on it. I want to say I think is the same developer who made that game Muck, which, you know, the graphics were really low end on that, very basic. Like, felt even more basic than Minecraft, honestly. And, you know, it's just like, it's a complete knockoff of the show. So I'm not sure how they got away with it not getting sued for it. It's just like, okay, Squid Games is trending. Let's make a game really quick to see if we can sell it or get a lot of players because it's based around this that's trending. You know, imagine a let's see, so what would it be? Carrier of the Ring game, and instead of it being Lord of the Rings, it's Carrier of the Ring, and it's basically the same thing. It's like you're carrying a ring to get, you know, that's the game. You're trying to get to this place to take it somewhere so they can destroy it. And you got all these obstacles, and it's just like, imagine like Minecraft, but even lower end graphics. And have somebody be like, I'm going to throw this game out there. I built this in like 72 hours. Here's the game, and it's going to do well because it's a trend. I'm really surprised there wasn't something like that done. I mean, it's kind of, I actually very am surprised that that did not happen. It seems like that should have been done. Somebody somewhere probably did something like that, some derivative of the name and the theme, the story, just to try and get out there and see if they could sell it. You know, it's like Minecraft. How many Minecraft clones are there? You know, out there, like not just in the place. I mean, there's Minecraft clones just around the way it looks. There's Minecraft clones around, oh, it's the same thing as Minecraft, but it's better graphics, you know? We're doing the same thing as Minecraft, but with automation or something like that. Better automation. There's so many different ones out there. It's Minecraft, but with guns and magic and better detailed graphics on the enemies. There's actually one that's that. It's Minecraft, but it's a very dark, like horror type themed environment. The skeletons look more like actual skeletons, like higher grade graphics for the enemies. There's dragons, stuff like that. You get guns, but beyond that, the game is just such a poor quality knockoff that it wasn't even worth. I think I paid $1 for the game, and it was not even worth that. I think I may have played 30 minutes and then just said, "This is garbage," and that was it. So I think it's, like we were talking about streaming platforms. How many streaming platforms popped up after Netflix grew so big? After so many people signed up for Netflix, everybody else started jumping in on the streaming aspect because they're like, oh, this is the big thing. And now how many of them are struggling because there's too many of them? If you cancel your cable to go with just internet and streaming, you ultimately end up kind of paying more if you get all of the different streaming platforms because of the amount of money it costs for all of them. It's once again, you get that explosion of so many copies, so many clones, so many groups wanting to get in on the trend, and then we get overloaded. As far as VR, I think VR is going to do better. Social media platforms, just after Facebook really blew up, Facebook set in motion all these others. I mean, MySpace, MySpace was the original one, but then we know where MySpace is now. But Facebook really kicked off the big explosion, and we've got so many others. And now what's happened? TikTok. TikTok came out and just became a big success because of their super short video format. So now we got YouTube Shorts. You got Instagram Reels. Instagram is pushing Reels. It's like so hard of pushing Reels. They're actually pushing down pictures, regular pictures in the algorithm to promote Reels instead to the users because they want to compete. They want to be another TikTok, which has caused another platform, Vero, to start growing with people who actually want to post their pictures because Instagram is pushing down pictures with the algorithm because they want you to do Reels instead. And then you have I saw it the other day, there's an app you could get now for either iOS or Android that basically the only risk is you gotta log in with your Instagram credentials, but you can choose what you want to see. You can filter out certain types of media content, like you don't want to see Reels. It filters out the Reels. It filters out the ads. It lets you fine-tune Instagram back to being what it used to be, where you actually got a feed curated around the people you follow instead of it being we're promoting this with our algorithm because we really want you to see this. There's so much junk I have to scroll through on Instagram to see what I like. It's just I get less and less where I want to use Instagram. Basic cable for you is $100. See, I don't even need cable. I have internet and I stream the little bit I need. Other than that, Pluto TV, you have to watch ads. It's just like commercials for TV, but it's free. You'll have like a channel that's they have a channel that's all bar rescue. There's a channel that's just kitchen nightmares. Channel is just like History Channel type shows, or here's one that's like all about like the alien abduction shows. Then they have like movie channels that's like Pluto TV horror, and then they have like Pluto TV terror. So they have two different ones, and I'm not sure how they decide what's a terror movie versus a horror movie. But yeah, you get commercials, and there's some like streaming issues. I've seen it repeatedly be a case where something will skip back and you'll rewatch part of a movie again. Like you'll go back 10-15 minutes, you'll have to watch that whole sequence again, and then suddenly you'll try to catch up. But it's free, you know. Tubi, Tubi, was a good one until they started forcing you to have to sign in to watching things so they could track your watching habits. You know, Pluto is, you don't even have to sign in, just open it up and watch. Tubi, if that was still the case, I've watched some interesting movies on that, you know, some very random movies I never would have found anywhere else. And yeah, some of them were actually pretty decent. So I don't know why, you know, there's so many free options now. Yes, you still get commercials, but let's face it, basic cable, do you get commercials? Most US, I know you do. You know, England, the UK, no, because that's considered you're paying your taxes on it. You go with Xfinity or something in the US, you're gonna basically get everything is gonna be commercials, other than if you pay for the premium channels. I just, you know, and plus YouTube. I mean, now actually YouTube TV is supposed to now be letting you choose what channels you want, so you don't just buy a package. You're actually being able to customize it better. And I've heard some good things about YouTube TV, you know, being a good choice if you're wanting to get, you know, rid of your cable and just stream stuff. You know, I mean, just YouTube itself, there's more than enough content to keep you busy watching content all day, every day, non-stop, because there's just so much content being made every minute and uploaded every minute to YouTube. You know, you've got more than enough with YouTube, and that's really, I think, where they're going to end up winning out. Yeah, it's not blockbuster movies like that, but actually you can now watch movies through YouTube, and it's like, oh, this movie is free to watch with ads. So you have to watch ads. You know, how's that different than watching it on like certain TV networks? There's certain TV networks you're gonna be watching commercials. Hey, what's convenient? I knew I saw a larva there. I didn't really pay attention to the color till it was in the way. But there we go. I got me one I could put into my my display case. Did I just... Ah. Come on, stop doing this. I see it snap briefly to that, and then it tries to link to that. The linking is the problem. It doesn't link correctly. This needs to be fixed in this next update. This is, yeah, the link. See, there it says it's linking, but it's not linking to... It's linking to the platform, not to the other stairs. That linking needs to shut off. Just be taken out. Come on! Stop this. There, let's check it. Make sure I don't get any weirdness. So most of your stuff is American? Like most of your shows that you get is American, or like I guess your providers are American based? I got me this one. Let's go dump that one in. It's actually, I think, going to be a pretty good choice in terms of visuals. Yeah, I'll just... So, yeah, I'll go there and I'll just move it at the end. Let's see that. Should be that one, right? Yeah, it's that one. So, okay. It's green there. Then I turn over here and it's got like a yellowish. I come here and it's got, okay, so it's like a prismatic larva. So that's like it's green, got like a yellowish, and then I turn over here and now it's got like a bluish tint in one spot. That's interesting. I think with my decorations, I'm starting to get into that, starting to get towards that problematic frame rate. Jenny is fishing again? No, she's not fishing. She says she doesn't, she's not gonna touch the worm. She doesn't want to have to grab the worm and put it on the hook. Yeah, that's looking all right. Some nice decorative stuff. All right, let's see. How much do I have? Oh yeah, my uranium is going well. Let's see. I am burning through my uranium rods finally. Iridium is full again. I'm about to just make like a bin somewhere like I did for the raw iridium. I'm just gonna make a bin. I'm just gonna throw the iridium rods in it and just be a big pile of iridium rods. Let's go get some algae. What do we got? Oh wow, we're coming up on 3 hours. Didn't even realize it had been that long already. DK, it's going all right. How's it going for you? Thanks for joining in. All right, got some algae built up. Fertilizers built up. I haven't used any bacteria samples today, I don't believe. I think I've actually stayed away from that and mutagen. Low on eggplant again. Only keeping that squash around because I am using it for the fertilizer tier 2 now. Might be time to make some more bacteria samples. Just so I have them. And And I got the powder. I got no those. And you know, I feel like if I do those, let me double check. Yes, I did not put a star. Okay, if I do those, that's fine. Oh, speaking of sulfur in that recipe, let's see how this is doing. I'm still using it up too fast. That burned through algae, honey, plenty of honey. I got water burned through the water. Oxygen capsule, methane capsule. You know what? Let's just... I'll leave like 3 over here. Or 4. Or... I really don't need those. I think there's something you use them for now. Yeah, that's it. The silk generator. I guess because you gotta have oxygen in there for the silkworms. And I don't think there's really anything else. Or an incubator. Because get oxygen inside. That stuff you don't need it because that's going to be you know, part of a base, produce oxygen. Okay, might be able to actually get some of those flowers out. Titanium overflowing again. I seem to be producing a lot more titanium lately. Aluminum, I think, is completely filled up at the extractors. Just slowing down production of this stuff, but again, I got plenty of, like, yep, maxed out on those. So those are backing up in all the extractors, of course. How am I doing power? 63 nuclear reactor tier 2. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, because yeah, it's 9 per floor. So that's 7 floors worth of nuclear reactors right there. And I think it was 11 or 12 I was calculated out as how high I would need to get. Oh yeah, Game of Thrones, yeah. Of course now was it not Game of Thrones, but it's the House of the Dragon is the new one. I never got around. I never watched those. I never could bring myself to even try to get into them. I just no. What did you miss? I started a game. Yeah, I started a new game. I'm already up to, you know, coming up on 3 TTI. We got you know, I recreated my base that I had. I like down to the exact placement. Yeah, totally. Did all this in like the last 15 minutes, Jenny. Oh, we got... What am I getting? I don't hear the sound of a meteor. I think this might just be a storm. Yep. No meteor, just a regular purple storm. You see my base, the structures, not the foundation grids. And look over there, you can see like how that's glitching through my foundation grid, even though when I get close enough, it's going to go away. All right. And now it's blue inside. Okay. How am I doing? I'm still going up a little bit on other stuff. I saw, yeah, heat's still going up a little bit. At this point, I think the biomass is like, it's just, I need a lot more trees, tree spreaders. But you see how fast my oxygen is going up. Yeah. I'm stuck. There we go. Tree spreaders. I do need to build some more tree spreaders. Fertilizer tier 2. Okay, I make that, and then what was it? Is that one Tusca? Yeah, okay, I'll just pop that in. Let that go. Oh yeah, fertilizer tier 2, 2 of them. Take a tree bark. Zeolite, bacteria sample, super alloy. Alright, filling up again. Is that? Yes. Just gotta wait for a tree seed to finish. I could do this where I could be like, I could go and make like another, because I got the mod in there for doing the butterflies. I could just do another setup where the DNA manipulator constantly runs to produce a certain tree seed. And I may do that. Start doing like a bunch more, you know, tree spreaders. I want to try to still get some more done, at least in the meteor field. I really want that Twilight Forest type of vibe. I'll have to look up the naming convention I need for how to pipe everything, and then I'd have to make a lot of mutagen. Guess I could throw in one of those up here. Or, you know, one of somewhere over here. There. I could throw like, I could put something there like it'd be the tree seeds. And have like an output for the tree seeds, and all I gotta do is have one that I put in the source seeds, which will be, you know, from these. So I just load up like the Tusca. See, actually, I want to say I got a few Tusca seeds up here, or one. I got one. I used a bunch of those up for. I used some of those for decoration. I might have to get some of those back. Okay, I could always do some other ones. That's just the one that's got that dark coloring to the leaves that makes it feel like it's a good twilight type of you know, dark tree. Definitely need to find some more of those. Come on. Got one Vulnus right now. What was my opinion on the Wandering Village? I like it. You know, I mean, again, I was playing it again for a bit. I did, you know, after we did that live stream, I started fresh, a new game. I did not tear out any of the Ombu spikes, just went to the little rocks that scattered around, and they keep appearing, you know, as time goes on. I did that. I worked to get the little expeditions going as quick as I could so I could send guys out to get, you know, harvest from quarries and such. So I didn't have any problems with Ombu like shaking or doing anything like that like I did during the live stream, and that helped a lot. The game definitely still needs a good bit more content, but they sent out a thing to like the all the creators that helped promote it, and it was like 100,000 downloads is what they got. 100,000 different sales of people buying the game, which I want to say I think that's what it was. If it was 100,000, that's a lot of downloads. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of money from a game. But yeah, definitely don't tear out the spikes. Just try to be like anything that's going to hurt the Ombu, make the Ombu not like you at the beginning. Avoid until you get to where you can pet the Ombu, feed the Ombu, stuff like that, so that you can get some of that bonus of having like, oh, I'm caring for Onbu, and it's giving me some credit for that I'm able to like I can tear this thing out of its back, and even though it's not going to be happy with me, I can make it up to it. It gives you a way to balance things out. But if you just start at the beginning like I did originally, ripping stuff out, you're running into problems. Ideally, you want to get where Ombu listens to you very well, not just for to be able to turn which way at a crossroads, but if you got like, you see a twister crossing the path ahead, you won't be able to tell Ombu to stop and rest for a moment to let the twister get out of the way, and then you want to be able to tell Ombu to, hey, go through here, but speed up because we need to get out of the way of that twister and run. You need that kind of interaction with Ombu. So, I would say, avoid injury and upset to Ombu for as long as you can. And definitely, I actually did end up using the decontaminator guys, because at one point I didn't pay attention and I got like the infectious weed spreading, and it caused some problems. So I ended up building a decontaminator and rigging that up, and it made it so much easier to deal with. Well, I think that game's going to end up turning out really well. It's a different vibe. I mean, it's not the same as this. This is base building. That's a village, city builder. You're managing the resources as other people do the harvesting. Like, you're not doing the harvesting here, But I think it's like you're saying, you're back in the mood for Ark, Jason. I think that's the thing, is you're going to have to be in the mood for the Wandering Village. If that's not your normal type of game you play, is city builder, stuff like that, you're gonna have to be in the mood for it. But I like the art style of it. I find the art style be one of the more pleasing aspects of the game. It's refreshing. It's not trying to be overly done in terms of details and everything. It's just a nice, easy to view everything art style. Mist Survival. I can't remember if how much we've talked about it. I've looked at it, and I'll say that's one I think I remember always having like it's not bad reviews, but it's not great reviews either. It's kind of like that in the middle, but it's just one I never could see like looking at it and have something from it that made me want to jump into it. I just never had that one catch my attention in a way that made me say, I gotta try this. I know there's certain people that are going to be like, that's an amazing game, you should definitely try it. But, it's the same thing. Like, there are people who still think 7 Days to Die is amazing, and I cannot play that game because it's just too frustrating. I want a proper zombie game. 7 Days to Die is perfectly tuned to become a proper zombie game, except you have super powered zombies. Same with like the Infected. There's certain things about the Infected I like, but I also like turning off certain things in the Infected to make it more enjoyable for me to play. And then there's just some changes made recently that I'm not a fan of, with the infected. Ombu keeps picking the poison paths. Again, you need to like get Ombu to like you. That's why I say don't harvest from the spikes until you absolutely have to. At least until you can like start making Ombu a little happier because of like you're petting Ombu, feeding Ombu, taking care of Ombu. Like it helps to feed when Ombu's hungry. It helps to detox and heal. Do that. I want to say the big thing was, of course, pet Ombu. Doing that helped a lot. Again, as far as getting resources like rock, like the stone, you get the little stones at the beginning. You just have to maybe let your guys do a little more walking. It might be a little slower. And you got to just get the expeditions going as soon as you can. Send people out to do that. All right, we are a little over 3 hours now. We're going to wrap up, start wrapping up. But that is, well, that's the existing base. I still think I might do like the butterfly domes out and maybe have like a little nice look down here, even though I'm not going to get like the best view of that. It'd be kind of fun. Well, let's go back over here to this and just kind of see at what point am I going to get that to, yeah, you can see how far that may not actually even show up now because it seems to be clearing it from view. I can see that piece of the base. I would hope those would show up. But yeah, there's the base. We got a little more greenery outside. Got some lighting on it. Get that going. Main thing is, of course, the inside. With what limited decorations we have available, just making some very randomly filled display cases. Again, that's, look at that, it disappears. Boop, 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 boop. Magic trick. But this is fine. The rods disappear if you get too far away, but this stuff is perfectly okay. Yeah, I'm not sure on that, why that would be a thing. But yeah, still trying to get that one last larva. And yeah, just tweaking stuff. That seems a little darker than I want it to be. So yeah, that's, you know, that's what it is. It's kind of like, you know, we're waiting on the next update kind of thing right now. We're waiting on update, waiting on new content to come into the game. Timmy. Timmy face. Boom. Timmy face. Yeah, okay. Scum, that's another one I remember seeing in the past. Definitely is one I was, yeah, Mist Survival is kind of similar to it. You know, it really just kind of depends. What was it? There's one that somebody hit me up for checking out and then never ended up sending me the key. Which I think it was just like they're promoting it. They haven't actually released it yet. But there's one that's coming out, you know, and it's like another zombie survival game. Oh my. Except I think it's a case of you don't build the structure, you're just in the structure and you decorate, you know. And I'm seeing a lot more like a mix up of games being like there's base building and there's base decorating, you know. There's the part where you build the base itself, the structure, you know, Subnautica, Planet Crafter, Minecraft, stuff like that. You can build the structure. And then there's games like Chernobylite, which I did a video for, or videos for, which is base decorating. You're not building the structure. You might unlock like a new room add-on or something like that, but you're not going in there and saying, I want to custom build this. You get this area, you place down decorations and certain utility items, but you're not altering the structure. It's not building a base, it's decorating a base. And I'm seeing more games that are focused around that and saying they're full base building, and they're not. I wish there was like a make game developers designate differently. How much are you actually building? Let's see. Okay, let me look up Mist real quick. I remember it somewhat, but I remember it definitely being one that I did not, just never grabbed my attention. Yeah, okay, so, recent reviews, 76%. Yeah, it's like kind of a darker game. Yeah, definitely has like that, almost like a subsistence type vibe to me, but being a zombie game. It's just another one of those that it's another zombie game. It's like yet another Minecraft. This is yet another zombie game. There's just too many zombie games out there. Too many Minecraft clones. But speaking of zombie games, there are some new ones that I've got on my wish list. Some of these are not actually like even stated when they're going to be out. It's just wish list and wait. Check out Rooted. Tree Root, Rooted. It's a solo and survival or multiplayer survival game. And basically, it's not like so much a zombie game, but it's a post-apocalyptic game where you're going and exploring ancient ruins and stuff. But it's basically the same type thing. It's like a zombie apocalypse game. Something happened into the world. They're really pushing like the environmental effects and stuff like that, for the look. But it's one I'm keeping an eye on, Another one. Okay, this is another one. If you want it's a survival adventure. It doesn't really say how much you're going to do as far as base building. It looks like it's got some crafting, and you do have at least like a house where you maybe get to decorate, but it's called Among the Trolls. So instead of being stalked by vampires or fighting through zombie hordes, you got trolls. You're trying to find your vanished grandparents and survive in the Finnish wilderness, which, you got trolls out there. And if you've ever seen that movie Troll Hunter, it was like a Finnish movie, and you can find the translated one. It's on Netflix. It's a good one. It's actually like really neat. It's not like cheesy trolls. That movie makes it seem like trolls are actually real and are being covered up. So we don't, people don't freak out, of course. But yeah, Among the Trolls, it just says 2023 for that, early access. But it looks really nice. It's got some really nice environmental effect look to it. And it's definitely like a gathering, crafting type of thing. That's one I definitely think, take a look at. You might find it interesting. Let's see, another one. Now, we already checked out Hostile Mars. That, of course, is still on its way. Of course, Arc 2 is coming in 2023. Sons of the Forest, February 2023. And then, speaking of Mars, there's another one called Occupy Mars, the game. Okay, I don't know why you have to add the game to it, but Occupy Mars, survive and colonize Mars in a highly technical open world sandbox. Build and upgrade your base, discover new regions, conduct mining operations. It's like Plant Crafter, but we actually are being on Mars. It's not like here's some planet. It's Mars, and we're going to terraform it. And yeah, it's very technical. Like you've got, like I'm sitting here watching the demo thing. It shows stuff like the wiring for powering wheels on like your rover, the wheels, the axis, stuff like that. And it's got some pretty good graphics, and it's supposed to release sometime this year. And obviously it says building your base, stuff like that. So you're obviously gonna have some kind of things like that, like a Subnautica on Mars. Check that one out. Again, it's just called Occupy Mars, the game. Let's say when they're gonna have the release. But that's another one I'm looking forward to seeing how that does. And I think that one might have some promise to it. Troll Hunter, yes, is that found footage film. But it's not like it's not like some kids just running across government hunter. They're doing like it's a college project, like film project, and they're tracking this guy who they think is an illegal poacher. And I want to say they think he's like a bear poacher because there's like all these like weird bear attacks and stuff like that happening, and they're like trying to track it down. And basically, in the end, it becomes like the bear thing is a cover up, and he's the main guy that goes out and hunts trolls and keeps them under control. And yeah, it was that's Troll Hunter. Yeah. And so yeah, there is a game that's not that theme like you're hunting trolls, but it's gonna be one where instead of dealing with like think the forest or the infected, but instead you've got trolls and other kind of natural beasts to survive against in the Finnish forest. And maybe whenever you die, they'll play a Finnish hymn. But I see Star Sand got an update and is getting some better reviews now after the update. If you haven't checked that one out, it's kind of like, I look at that one, it makes me think of Dune in a way. Sort of. It's like Dune inspired, like there's sandworms. But, it's the same thing. Build, craft, survive, type game. Let's say it's... If you get the digital supporter edition, it's 10% off. Not sure what the extra... It's like a DLC. I'm not sure what kind of edition it adds. Oh yeah, there's another one if you want to check out. Again, that one, that's been around for a little bit now, but it's just got a good update. Apparently, it's got the reviews improving. Now, there's a few others, but most of them I'm not 100% sure yet. There's one called Forever Skies. Says coming 2022. It's going to be early access. First-person action survival game. Return to an Earth that was destroyed by an ecological disaster. You fly high in a high-tech airship. Expand, rebuild, repair it, scavenge resources to survive. So think of it like maybe we're not stranded on an alien planet. We're coming back to Earth that's, not habitable. But instead of Subnautica, where you're in a submarine, you're in an airship. But it's not like Airborne Kingdom kind of thing. It's not city management. This is like Subnautica, but you're flying through the air. And it's high-tech. You go and harvest supplies. You have to rebuild, repair your airship, build little bases to dock and stuff like that. Got really good visual effects. The graphics look really good if it can actually play well with these kind of graphics. But yeah, check it out. That's Forever Skies. So it's coming sometime this year, it says, into early access. That's another one I'm definitely checking out. Yeah, I like the high-tech ones, I generally like the high-tech stuff because usually you get some kind of automation with that. The low-tech, not so much of an automation thing. Definitely, Ark 2 is one I'm looking forward to, just because there's going to be more of a streamlined story with it than the original one. The original one was just too loose and didn't really give you like a straight flow. And honestly, I've just kind of been like, I played Ark not like a couple weeks ago, and I literally I just got in, wandered around my base for a few minutes, and then I just was like, okay, that was enough. And I just haven't done anything else with it. I don't feel like playing Ark right now. I'd just rather wait and see what, wait for Ark 2 to come out, honestly. Junk Punk, I played that right when it came out. It was way too lacking at that time. It's one of those that's got potential, but it was just way too lacking. I see that they've now got like you can now I think they were like working on the vehicles, yeah. which is good. But no, it was just a case of when I did it, it was like the conveyors were a nightmare to configure. Other stuff was it was not up to snuff yet. It was very much in need of more content and some more tweaking to it. So at some point I'll go try it again. But you know, when I played it originally, which it's been almost a year since I played it, it's just there's way too little going on in it. No direction, really. It was just like, you know, like, hey, do this, and then that is like, go here and fix this, and you're like, you get there and there's like no other directions on what to do. So definitely one I'll be back to, but it's not one I'm like jumping at looking at, just because, again, it's, you know, it needs some more time in the oven. It's not quite done yet. Hi, Timmy. Hi. He's like, pet me. You just want to finish the island. Sanchez say it gets better once you get some drones to collect metal for you. See, I could get more into it like that. Like SAS Factory, I could probably get into it more if they had added the drones and made that an earlier thing, and then making it so much later in the game. And still the fact that you just, you know, I'm not a factory management player. I don't like the whole having to sit there and fine-tune the flow on a conveyor belt to make sure it's got the right amount going for the right amount of this, the right amount of this, so there's no overflow. You know, I don't want to do that. That just feels more like it's work than a game. So, you know, I'm more of like, I like a balance in the automation. Like, you know, Minecraft has kind of got like, other than the trouble to find redstone for some of these builds, you know, it's got the right balance. If you want to go big, you just got to figure out how to do it, and you can go really big on some stuff in Minecraft, but you don't have to. You can go lower. You know, with some of the other games, it's, you know, some games it's go big or you don't play. And then some stuff is like the automation is so minimal that it's like, what's the point? You know, you're barely getting anything. Like Plant Crafter, you got ore extractors, but you still have to manually go out there and get stuff. And you can't add more storage to an ore extractor. You just have to upgrade an ore extractor, and it still becomes a limited amount of storage. But I add a mod in, and now it automatically transfers to my storage, which makes that actually play a lot better with the game now. Actually, let me look at the mods for Plant Crafter, see what new stuff we've got. No new ones this week. It looks like everything slowed down again, because the latest ones we've already looked at or talked about. There is a automation you can do, but okay. I mean, I know there's automation. It's just like when I originally did Junk Punk, the automation was pretty much barely existent in the game. It was not at all like even to the point of being really usable. And again, I'll come back to Junk Punk at some point whenever it's much further along and development. You know, it's one of those games that's like, you know, it's gonna be a lot better as it gets developed. Like, speaking of, was it Grounded is finally officially full release, apparently. I have not yet checked that out. I was kept waiting to see how the development went, and now they say it's finished. I'll probably wait for the winter sale to see if about getting it then. But yeah, that's finally done, you know, and they did kind of slow down on their updates for a while. I like it when there's a good, consistent update schedule. When you get to that point where it's like, hey, no update for like, you know, a while. Actually, speaking of, let's see, where is it? Scrap Mechanic. They did challenge mode update May 31st of this year. And then the previous creative mode update was March of last year. So you went over a year between two significant updates, whereas we're getting one, every 2 or 3 months with Planet Crafter. I don't know if Grounded is worth playing. I mean, it looks like it'd be fun to be like, oh, you're Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of, you know, environment, like you're in that setup. But, you know, I thought the same kind of thing would be for Supraland, because it's like you're playing in a child's sandbox, and it was all right. It was fun, but it's not one that makes me want to go play it again. Granted, it's not a base building game. Grounded is a base building game, but again, it's going to be what you find appealing. You know, if you get in there and you start playing it, you don't find it appealing, you're not going to have any fun with it. You know, like there's plenty of people who love Satisfactory, but I just can't get into it enough to play past about 15-20 hours before I'd say this is no longer fun. So that's one, again, I'll wait and try it when they go to when the winter sale comes around, if they do like a discount on it. It's $40 right now, full price, and considering original Ark is $30 normal price. I can't justify paying that much more for a game I know does not have as much expandability as Ark does. Even without the DLCs and the additional maps, the map for Ark, the island, is just a big map, and there's so much you can do. I don't see Grounded being a higher value than that, just in my opinion. Same as I wouldn't say No Man's Sky is a higher value than that, but No Man's Sky goes on sale all the time for 50% off at $30, and that's the right price point for it. What is it? What is it? You up here? Right. Oh, yep, there you go. Switch. Let's reenact that, you know, that scene in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Kaliba! 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 Ah! You good? Now high five it. High five. High five. Ooh, all right, there we go. All right, yeah, thanks for hanging out, Jenny. We're gonna go to yep, Timmy says I know what time it is. So we're gonna go, everybody. Thank you for hanging out, even though those of you who hung out to the end. We'll do this hopefully again next week. Hopefully no more you know, interruptions. We'll come back to this. Maybe next week we'll have an update for Planet Crafter. Maybe not. We'll do some more building. Either way, have a good rest of your day. Good rest of your weekend. Be safe and healthy this week. And yes, I'll go put Timmy's heart back in. You know, that's all right. He's gonna say whatever that other prayer was, and he'll be all right. And we'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.